You guys having fun? Or you guys asleep on me? What kind of weed this bird bro got that you guys are out here just ooh, yeah, ha ha. Nah, I'm just fucking around. This next guy's a local legend. You guys seem to know him. You guys seem to love him. Let's make some motherfucking noise for our friend, Dwayne Monty. Go, Dwayne!
Holy shit, that's me. 6 months ago, my metal band played on this stage. And my daughter sat in the center here. And they had a circle pit around her because last summer she had a brain surgery. And we had some fun here. So tonight I'm going to do my first real comedy show. So way back in the day, when me and her first got married, right? Like I'm doing this, I did metal here, now I'm doing comedy here. Hopefully I'm doing her later, you know what I mean? Back when we first got married, we lived in this apartment. And I got a phone call from an old friend. Just as I was about ready to take a shower. So I threw my shorts back on. And this is a real weird story because I forgot to put my fucking underwear on this morning because somebody decided to piss on the floor first thing the fucking morning, right?
Not me.
No, not you. No, you. But I grabbed this phone call and it was my friend. He was in the Air Force. And he called me and he said, and so I threw my shorts on and I went outside and sat down on the steps. And it was a hot July day. And I'm sitting there. And a car comes around the corner. And I'm just talking to my friend. I hadn't talked to him in a while. And the car goes by and they start laughing at me. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't have a shirt on. I'm too fat. Next car goes by. And they laugh. And then the first car comes back around. And I look down. And my balls are fucking hanging out. They're hanging out. Just hanging out. This is one of those days where your balls are just hanging out. Speaking of balls, Mike Fiddler's here. Mike Fiddler and his buddy Kev back there, the Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone of Reading. Right? But Mike Fiddler, the only guy in Reading that talks in fucking shapes. I'm gonna see you in the square. He wants to have sex with Jen. He's like, hey, I'll see you in the fucking rectangle. All right, so my daughter's disabled over here, and I get to make some jokes. I think I'm allowed. Okay? Have you guys ever thought that donkeys aren't really donkeys? They're just horses with Down syndrome. Now, I know that's bad, but they're ridiculously strong, too. You know what I mean? It's just the life we have to have these things. Me and my wife have been together 31 years. Woo! And she still drives me crazy, insane. For her, I lust after this woman, and she says no. And then I'm just sitting there, and she'll stretch on the fucking chair and go, what the fuck was that? Like, really? Come on. And then you say no at bedtime. Really? Come on. She said I could pick on her, so I threw it out there. So last summer, Saber had brain surgery and I was staying in Camden. And I don't know if you've ever been in a dollar store in Camden. It's different than here. It's a hell of a lot different. I asked for Camel Blues. She said they didn't have them. They had a whole fucking row. A whole row. I was in line one day, they just got in front of me. And I was scared. I stepped over hypodermics and the needle. The ice cream truck pulled in, and he bought drugs off the guy off the corner. I went in one day to get my wife's underwear, and I'm standing there, and I couldn't believe it. I said, the one place I looked at this woman, and I said, excuse me, can you tell me what the underwear is? And she goes, they're right the fuck there. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually looking. I know this is weird. I never realized how fucking white I was. Right? I was like, I know this is weird, but I'm looking for women's underwear. She's like, they're right the fuck there. So because I have Sabra, I have to entertain. I gotta turn it on. I gotta do these voices. And I didn't realize I had to do this until one day I had a schedule at work. I was supposed to make this appointment at this Japanese restaurant, right? And the guy was supposed to be there. He didn't show up. And we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And finally his manager gets there and it was too late for us to do a work. And I told the story when I got home to my wife and my son. And I heard this one giggling in the other room. And now you know how you do. I'm going to do these voices, all right? And we just got to get this out. We said Ricky was supposed to be here. This guy said, Ricky not be here. Ricky said he'd be here 10:30. No, he not here. He fucking asshole. He never here. He lied all the time. He dickhead. He asshole. Never believe him. Never believe him. And it got this smile. So we just kept on going with these voices, you know? So sometimes we got to talk like this. We got to talk like this to do shit. Right? And I didn't realize I had to do this and how long I had been doing these voices to get these giggles until I recently admitted to my wife that one time when she was babysitting one of her friend's kids that was half black, she had to run to the store and she said entertainment him. I said, I don't know what the fuck to do with this kid. And she said, just read him a book. So she got out of the car. This kid's a year and a half old. And I don't usually do this, boys. But I picked up the book and I looked at the kid and I said, fuck it. I said, it's these three motherfucking bears, right? And they live in this woods and this fucking bitch comes down and gets in their bed. I just did that. And I admitted that to my wife a month ago. But we taught Sabra well. When we were staying in the hospital and there were babies down the hall and they were crying, Sabra, what do we do? That's right, we fucking bopped them in the head. We don't need to see those babies. We don't need to know those babies. She likes to fuck with me too. I'll tell you her new one. Because I gotta do a lot of things guys don't do, like fucking changing pads and underwear, wiping ass, wife laughing with her laughing in my face, and her and my son and my wife giggling in the other room, you know? Like, I get her out of the bathtub, and she says, Daddy, I want a hug. No, let's get a shirt on. Daddy, hug! No, we're not doing hugs. We're not doing hugs like that. All right. This is where we at here. Hold on. Okay. So, I went shopping for my family one night, and I'm walking through the store, and I come across this woman that was about this tall, like this tall, like a damn silverback. And she had a hat on and this long ponytail. And it stopped right here. And it was a great ponytail. It made me skip from here to here and go to here, where her legs, it looked like she had Pillsbury Doughboy stuffed in there, all over the place. And I tried not to see it, and I walked around, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you shouldn't be showing that much. You shouldn't be showing that much in a store. I mean, it was crazy. So I came across her again as I was leaving, and I was trying not to look, but she sat down on those electric scooters. She sat on an electric scooter, and she was still as tall as me. And when she got out to the parking lot, she was going like this the whole way through the parking lot to get up the hill. And she rolled over to a little old woman. And this little old woman got out of the car with purple hair. And as she was standing there, I realized at one point that she had a thong. And then when she got to the parking lot, because I had never noticed anywhere from the ponytail to what was going on down here. And I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, I forgot to put underwear on when I show my balls, you know? But, like, it was ripping out the seams, and it wasn't a thong, because as I was backing out, I saw her whole ass come out. And I just can't believe people are doing this, you know? Like, in a parking lot, you know? So, my name's Dwayne. This is my first time doing this. I hope I made you chuckle. And it wasn't just my balls hanging out.